San Miguel de Allende is consistently ranked one of the world's best cities. Could over 1 million tourists a year and countless expats be wrong about how great it is here? Hey guys, Trey here for 2Gay Expats. In this video, I'm taking you with me to see if this small city lives up to the big expectations that attract so many tourists and expats. Of course, we'll explore the best things to do in San Miguel de Allende and try some of the best restaurants too, including some with amazing rooftops. And if you stick around until the end of this video, I'll also tell you everything you need to know to plan your visit here. Before we dive right in, if you are new to the channel, welcome. On this channel, we highlight our adventures around the world to show you what places are really like if you are thinking of living, working, or retiring abroad. And if you haven't already, it would be awesome if you would subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our tips on moving to Mexico and our travel adventures. All right, let's get started. The first thing I like to do in any city I'm visiting is to walk around the neighborhood I'm staying in for orientation. In San Miguel's historic center, El Jardín, or the Allende Garden, is the main square. This beautiful tree-lined plaza is meticulously manicured and maintained, and it's surrounded by gorgeous buildings such as the breathtaking emblem of the city, La Parroquia de San Miguel Arcangel, or the Parish of San Miguel. The towering neo-Gothic facade is an architectural masterpiece. Just before sunset is the best time to take pictures here as the lighting is perfect. And don't forget to go inside the church as well. In addition to what you would expect inside a church, there's also an interesting painting depicting the founding of the town. We'll find out more about the town's founding though, as well as an interesting fact about how San Miguel de Allende got its name in just a few short minutes. But for right now, I have to get over to my dinner reservation at one of the city's best, if not the best, rooftop. For a spectacular dining experience with views of the iconic main church and an unbelievably gorgeous sunset, my first meal in San Miguel de Allende is at Quince Rooftop. Definitely make reservations in advance and request a table on the very top floor of the multiple rooftop tiers for the best of both worlds, the church and the sunset. The food and service at Quince are top-notch, as is the entertainment with a tightrope walker stunning the crowd with his moves. What a skillful guy. So what am I drinking? The cocktail list here is extensive, but I decide on a classic margarita on the rocks with no salt, which is my favorite. For food, I order the double spicy tuna roll and chicken fried rice with vegetables. As I finish my meal, an amazing violinist performs alongside Coldplay as the sun continues to set over the hills, creating a fabulous light display. What an amazing first couple of hours in San Miguel de Allende. After dinner, the already bustling Allende Garden is even more alive. Couples are serenaded by competing mariachi bands performing on what seems like every corner of the park. And some of the guys can really sing. What a great way to end my first night in town. Buenos dias, amigos. Good morning. I'm on my way to Lavanda Cafe, which is supposed to have the best breakfast in town. At opening time, there is already a line of at least a dozen people behind me. The cafe occupies a small space on 2 levels. It's super cute. There's also a coffee shop in the front, and Lavanda is known for excellent coffees. Just look at this presentation of the Solito, which is a cold brew coffee. For food, I order the pistachio cinnamon roll and the gallito, which is basically a breakfast sandwich with scrambled eggs, bacon, cheese, and a side of crispy sweet potato chips. Everything is absolutely sinful. Don't miss Lavanda Cafe in San Miguel. While it's still a perfect 66 degrees, let's hike up to El Mirador for a bird's eye view of this beautiful city. You may be surprised to know that it only takes 15 minutes to walk here from the main square. I definitely recommend coming up here earlier in the day so the sun is behind you and illuminating the city below. Returning to the main square, take a leisurely walk back down the hill to enjoy the beautiful architecture, homes, and of course, city views. Did you know that San Miguel de Allende is named after 2 different people? For our history buffs, don't miss the historic museum of San Miguel de Allende just opposite the main church. On the main level of the museum, you will learn about the town's founding in the 16th century by a friar named Juan de San Miguel. Hundreds of years later, in 1826, the name of the town was changed to San Miguel de Allende to honor Ignacio Allende, a local hero and martyr for the movement for Mexico to win independence from Spain. The museum is the stunning former residence of Ignacio Allende. The entrance is 65 pesos, or about $3.25, and I think you get a lot for your money. In addition to learning about the history of San Miguel de Allende, you can visit the personal living quarters of the Allende family on the upper level, including the well-equipped kitchen, the bedrooms of each of the family members, and the huge drawing room where the family received guests and perhaps debated how to begin Mexico's fight for independence. Just outside in the main square, decorations are going up for the upcoming Mexican Independence Day celebrations, which are held on the 16th of September. If you're getting hungry for lunch, walk a few blocks down to Del Pueblito. It's one of the prettiest streets in San Miguel de Allende for lunch at Jack's. This adorable cafe and coffee shop is a local's favorite. Everything here is great. I've eaten here twice already. The vegan falafel sandwich with tahini is quite tasty. Jack's is also a great alternative for breakfast if the wait at Lavanda Cafe is too long. After lunch, it's time to check out some of the city's best art. San Miguel de Allende is known as being an art lover's paradise. So first up, I'm here at Fabrica La Aurora. For nearly 100 years, this operated as a textile mill, but today it's a multi-use space with shops, galleries, and cafes. There's also a wine tasting room from nearby winery La Santísima Trinidad. It's closed now, but should be reopened soon when I asked. But the highlight of the short 10-minute walk to Fabrica La Aurora is surely the Scott Foreman Fine Art Gallery with original pieces by incredible artists like Alexander Calder and Claes Oldenburg. On the completely opposite end of the spectrum, and for a more authentic local flair, don't miss a stop at the local artisans market with dozens and dozens of vendors selling everything from ceramics to lamps to silver. You can find some amazing deals here. These glass lamps, for example, are just 1,200 pesos or around $60, which is about 4 times less than the exact same lamp in Tulum. On the opposite end of the market, you can even pick up fresh local produce or a healthy snack. I'm back at my Airbnb now for a quick refresh. Do you guys want a tour? Let's go in. From the gated entrance, you enter a quiet courtyard with plenty of seating. Up the stairs on the left, there's a small roof deck with loungers and great views of the city. The room itself features a sitting area and a dining table, in addition to the bed and ensuite bathroom. The exposed brick ceiling and modern lighting really add to the charm of this room. The total cost for 3 nights is $164, so just under $55 a night, and that's including all of the taxes and Airbnb fees as well. Not too bad for such a popular tourist destination, and I'm only 3 blocks from the main square. All right, I'm all changed and ready to head back out to explore more of what this amazing city has to offer. For a late afternoon stroll, San Miguel has some truly wonderful parks and gardens. Not too far from the main square is the peaceful Parque Benito Juarez, named after national hero and the former president of Mexico. Similar to San Miguel de Allende, a second name was later added to the city of Oaxaca, now Oaxaca de Juarez, after Benito Juarez's death in 1872. This park is yet another example of meticulously landscaped green space with colorful flowers, winding paths, and plenty of shaded benches to relax. When you're ready for a late afternoon beverage, head up to the rooftop at the Rosewoods Luna Tapas Bar, arguably one of the most impressive rooftops in the city. If you're hoping to come here for sunset, definitely reserve well in advance as it's extremely popular. This hotel is also the ultimate luxury travel destination in San Miguel with stunning grounds, a beautiful pool, and of course, unbelievable rooms with balconies overlooking the city and the rolling hills in the distance. For dinner, you have to try Mamma Mia. It's one of the most popular restaurants in San Miguel de Allende, and it's also an LGBTQ favorite. There are 2 bars at the entrance, and then a huge covered back patio and garden with live music nightly. The menu is enormous, but I go for the mouth-watering chicken fajitas and a nice glass of Mexican red wine. It's my last day in San Miguel de Allende, and before I wrap up, I want to share just a few tips on visiting the city and on Mexico travel in general. First, I highly recommend taking an Uber from Querétaro or León. San Miguel is just over an hour away from both cities and their airports. There's a bus option, but you'll need taxis or an Uber on both sides. I learned this the hard way, unfortunately. An Uber is only 800 pesos from Querétaro, which is about $40. And if you come from Mexico City, another option, traffic can eat up an entire day. San Miguel de Allende is located about 271 kilometers or 168 miles northwest of Mexico City. Second, for a travel tip on getting the most pesos for your money, and this is applicable for all of Mexico, an ATM is the best way to get pesos, but you have to make sure you do just one thing to avoid a costly mistake. After you accept the ATM usage fee, always decline the suggested conversion rate. We've seen ATM markups over 10% on the foreign exchange rate to access your money. So again, decline this option and let your bank handle it, and they'll definitely provide you the best rate. Lastly, did San Miguel de Allende live up to the hype? I definitely love the beautiful weather here year-round and just how picture-perfect the town is. There's also amazing food and the people are super friendly. I really don't know how anyone couldn't absolutely love it here. And if you're thinking of moving to Mexico or retiring in Mexico, San Miguel de Allende is a great option to live a luxury lifestyle for just a fraction of the cost in the US. Yes, real estate is getting more expensive here, but you also get a lot for your money. You'll be living in a UNESCO World Heritage Site for one. Well, that's it for everything you need to know to visit San Miguel de Allende in Mexico. If you like this video, do us a favor and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure in Guanajuato. Hasta luego!